Kim Kardashian claims she feels compelled to take on the role of a momager for her daughter North. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kim Kardashian recently spoke about how her life has changed now that her oldest daughter, North West, is growing up in the public eye. In a podcast interview, she shared how she has slowly taken on the role of managing her daughter's growing interest in being part of the spotlight. She said she never really planned to become a manager for her daughter, but because of how things have turned out, she feels like she didn't have a choice. Kim said that even though she tries her best to keep her children's lives as private and normal as possible, it hasn't been easy because of how famous their family is. Kim talked about how North, who is only 11 years old, is already getting offers to take part in photo shoots and other media activities. She explained that whenever these opportunities come up, they don't just say yes right away. Instead, the whole family sits down and talks about it together. They ask questions like whether it's something North should really do, or whether it's too much for her age. Kim said that although she wants to protect her children's childhood and keep things simple for them, it's not always possible because of who their parents are. Both Kim and her former husband Kanye West are extremely well known, and that fame naturally affects their children. She mentioned how she tries very hard to make sure her children don't feel like they have to follow the same path that she and their father have taken. She wants them to feel like they can be their own people and live their own lives. But at the same time, when an opportunity comes up, North really wants to be a part of it. Kim said North gets excited and wants to try new things even if she's not an expert or fully trained in them. She just wants to be involved and learn, and that makes it harder for Kim to say no. Kim also talked about how North's interest in these activities has started to influence her younger siblings. Her other children, Chicago, who is 7, Saint, who is 9, and Sam, who is 5, have also started getting opportunities, like doing voiceover work. Kim shared how they all support each other and feel proud when one of them gets to do something exciting. She said it's sweet to see how they encourage each other, and it creates a sense of unity in the family. However, this growing involvement in the public world has made Kim's schedule even more difficult. She explained that she still has to take her children to school and manage all their daily routines, even though she has so many other things going on in her own work life. She called it morning madness because of how crazy her mornings have become. No matter how busy she is, she always tries to be there for her kids, and that often means she has to cancel her own work plans. Kim admitted that sometimes she has to stop filming her own projects if North has something more important going on. She said they try to make all decisions as a family. If something really matters to North, then Kim feels it's worth adjusting her own schedule. But she also said that it's not always easy. There have been moments when she felt like it was all too much, and she had to step back from certain things. Even though she loves her children and wants to help them chase their dreams, she admitted that she doesn't feel fully ready to take on the job of managing everything for them. She said she feels like she's been pushed into the role of a momager, a mix of mom and manager, without having much time to prepare for it. She didn't plan for it, but it's something she now has to handle because of how fast things are moving in her children's lives. Kim explained that parenting in the spotlight brings challenges that most people don't have to think about. She said she worries about how fame will affect her children's emotions and experiences as they grow up. She wants them to feel loved and supported without feeling like they are being pushed into anything. That's why she tries to listen carefully to what each of them wants and makes sure their choices are truly their own. She also explained that while her daughter North is interested in the spotlight, she doesn't want to put pressure on her to continue if she ever changes her mind. Kim said it's important that North feels like she's doing things because she wants to, not because people expect it from her. She doesn't want any of her children to feel trapped or limited by what others think they should do. Kim said it's also about teaching her kids balance. She wants them to enjoy their childhoods and have fun, but she also wants them to learn how to make good decisions. She said these early experiences are helping her kids understand responsibility. Even if it's something as simple as a photo shoot or a voiceover job, Kim wants them to learn how to think things through, commit to a task, and feel proud of what they've done. Another thing Kim mentioned was how all of this has changed her own view of what's important. She said she used to be focused mostly on her own projects, but now her kids' schedules often come first. She said that even though she's grateful for all the opportunities her family has had, there are times when she feels overwhelmed. She talked about how she's had to let go of some things in her career to be there for her kids. Kim made it clear that being a mom is her top priority, and if that means saying no to big work projects, she's willing to do that. She said it's not always easy to choose between work and family, but for her, family comes first. She admitted that sometimes she wishes she had more time to herself, but in the end, she believes she's doing the right thing by focusing on her children. She also talked about how proud she is of her kids. Even at a young age, they are already learning how to be thoughtful and supportive of each other. She said it makes her happy to see how close they are and how much they care about one another's dreams. She believes that strong family bonds are what matter most, and she hopes her children will always feel that love and support. Kim said she knows the journey is just beginning. Her kids are still young, and there will be more challenges ahead. But for now, she's doing her best to make sure they have the chance to explore their interests while also keeping them grounded. She said it's a delicate balance, but she's learning as she goes. Even though she feels unprepared at times, she said she's committed to growing with her children and being the kind of parent they need. She wants to be there to guide them through both the fun moments and the difficult ones. She admitted that she's not perfect and sometimes feels like she's figuring things out one day at a time. Kim said being a parent in the public eye comes with a lot of judgment from others, but she tries not to let that affect how she raises her children. She said the most important thing is that her kids feel safe, loved, and free to be themselves. She wants to give them a life that includes both exciting opportunities and peaceful, private moments. Even when things get hard, Kim said she wouldn't trade being a mom for anything. She feels lucky to have her children and wants to do whatever it takes to help them grow into happy, confident people. She said she's learning that being a parent means putting their needs before her own, and while that can be exhausting, it's also the most rewarding thing she's ever done. At the end of the day, Kim said she hopes her children will look back and know that she always tried to do what was best for them. Even when she had to make tough choices or give up things she loved, it was always for their sake. She said that no matter how busy or stressed she gets, her love for her kids will always come first. That love, she said, is what keeps her going. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.